Hey guys, it's your best fight friends. I'm Kelsey. That's Rachel.
We have a big boxing Saturday night pay-per-view this weekend.
I know, it's exciting.
And I have a quote for you. Here's a quote from the fighter. Let me grab this and bring it over. Here's what one of the fighters said. "This is my presidential campaign. I am back. The welterweight division is back. Without me, the division has been whack. I bring the most exciting fights at welterweight, with or without a belt. I'm a champion, and that's a statement I'm making Saturday night." Kelsey, tell the folks who we are signed up for.
It's Floyd Mayweather, baby!
No.
That's Keith one-time Thurman, Rachel.
And who is he fighting?
He's fighting Mario Barrios, who actually is local to us in Texas here, San Antonio native. Mario Barrios is coming off a loss to Gervonta Davis at 140 pounds. So curious that the welterweight division is back, but the one-time Thurman is fighting not a welterweight, right? That's confusing. But, Keith Thurman is, I think, one of the most interesting people in the sport of boxing. Boxing is better when he's fighting. But, Rachel, what's up with this fight? That's my question for you.
You know what? You know what's whack? Is that this fight is a pay-per-view.
Or that, yeah, really, and you could even argue it's just whack as a fight in general, right?
And not just any pay-per-view. This is a 75, according to Kevin Iole, who I got this quote from, $75 pay-per-view.
Let me go ahead and tell you, hard pass from the Carsons. Avid boxing fans, no thank you to that. Not only is this fight not a fight that anybody wanted to see, nobody was ever like, hey, I want to see Keith Thurman fight Mario Barrios. But it's not even a fight people would come up with if you were like, well, I guess they could make this fight happen. Yeah. Except that some geniuses actually did. That's disappointing. This fight to me, I feel passionate about this, is exactly what's wrong with boxing. You can't put on this kind of $75 for this pay-per-view and then expect anybody to buy it. Expect to create you can't even expect normal boxing fans to buy it.
Here's the thing.
You're definitely not going to create new fans with this. So I think it's killing the sport. You're killing me.
It's just not right. It just doesn't make sense. It's like, what world are we living in that, yeah, you're right. I think boxing is better with Keith Thurman.
Yeah.
I love Keith Thurman. I just like him. I want to see more of him in the ring. So he came up in the division, right? Was like a flash. It was so exciting.
He was like a bell cow of the PPC when they first started.
Yeah,
on NBC,
so exciting. Now it totally makes sense to me that when you hit the upper levels of your division, that maybe things even out a bit. Maybe you're not the just far and away the best out of everybody in the division. There's only a few of those in a generation, if that. So I get it. Keith Thurman has had some ups and downs. He had an injury. He's been off for a little while. We had the pandemic, right? There's things that happen. But when Keith Thurman comes back, even if it's a fight like this that nobody's asked for, don't make it a pay-per-view.
Don't make it. This isn't for us.
You know what?
Listen, Keith.
Market me the fight, but this is a fun fight to get me excited about the return of Keith Thurman.
Yeah.
And guess what? I'm just not going to do it for $75. I'm not going to pay so that I can get excited about something. No. I need to be excited already. And it's not right. Just not right.
Called him one time Keith Thurman because he used to only needed to hit him one time to knock him out. Now I call him one time because he only fights about once a year. Actually, Rachel, he hasn't fought since he lost to Manny Pacquiao in I think 2019. I think it was summer 2019. That's a long time. You're a Keith Thurman fan, Rachel. I'm a Keith Thurman fan. What do you want besides this trash fight? I don't want to watch this fight, but I do want to see Keith Thurman get in the ring. Who do you want to see him fight? Don't say not Mario Barrios. Or you could say welterweight. I want to see you fight a welterweight, Keith. A top 10 welterweight.
Yeah, I want to see Keith in the ring with a top 10 welterweight.
Just a welterweight for the first fight. That's fine. I get it.
I get it.
I'm not here to destroy you.
No, and hey, we don't even fault Keith Thurman for this being a pay-per-view. I don't even know how involved a fighter would be in that part of the business. I just know that it is, and it's not okay.
I mean, yeah, and he's legitimately one of the most interesting people in the sport of boxing who is also an excellent boxer. I love to watch him fight. I want to see him fight all the big names, of course. I want to see him fight Earl Spence, because that fight, we've been talking about that fight for 10 years now, it seems like. Not sure that will happen, but...
We just got to get some big names matched up in this division, and because we can't get Crawford and Spence. We haven't gotten Pacquiao and Spence or Pacquiao and Crawford, and that's not going to happen now, right? Like, the boat's sailed on that. Then you have, like, Thurman. Like, just give me some kind of matchup that...
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard as, like, a combat sports fan, especially as a longtime boxing guy who learned about MMA and then got to learn about all... I'm like, oh, these MMA cards are great. You know what I mean? Like, the UFC pay-per-view cards are a bang for your buck. They just raised their prices to $75 for the pay-per-view this year. Mm-hmm. People are mad about it. You get a lot of good fights. In boxing, oh, hey, pay us $75 to this fight. Not only you didn't want to see, but you wouldn't really even... You wouldn't want to even if we gave it to you. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not... I don't want to see that fight for free is what I'm saying. Do you see what I'm saying? They want me to pay $75 for it. I don't love the boxing. Fix yourself. Fix yourself.